So, the Wild Card Series is in the books, and now we're just moments away. Well, not moments away, but we're about well, well over 24 hours away from the Division Series. I have to say, while I was kind of excited for the Wild Card Series, it was mostly anticlimactic. 6 of the 8 series ended after 2 games. Only two of them went the maximum three. And I honestly thought the Yankees series would be one of the ones that would go three, because Yankees and Indians, those are two strong teams. Indians, well, we just put it to them. I mean, we had the right pitching, but scoring 22 runs in 2 games will definitely do it. um, the complete opposite of the Reds, who played 22 innings but didn't score a run, and that's something. Um, almost half of the field consisted of teams in the AL or NL Central, and now all 7 of them are out. And that includes the 4 teams that made it from the NL Central. Basically, everybody from the National League Central made the postseason except Pittsburgh. And each of the 4 series in the National League featured an NL Central team. Dodgers played the Brewers. The Cardinals faced San Diego. Cubs faced Miami. Reds faced the Braves. All four Central teams were defeated. And representing the AL Central was the White Sox, Twins, and Indians, and all 3 of them were defeated. So no Central teams, and the Twins. Oh my goodness! 18 straight playoff games lost. That's depressing. I mean, how do you lose 18 playoff games in a row? They have not won a playoff game since Game 1 of the Division Series all the way back in 2004. Even worse for Minnesota, it wasn't the Yankees that did them in this time. It was the 29-31 Astros. Boy was baseball fandom pissed off when the Astros actually advanced, because Minnesota should have got the job done. They had one job and they blew it, and now they're gonna wonder what happened. So as I said, only two of the 8 wild card series actually needed all 3 games. There was one in each league. Yeah, the Cardinals Padres series needed all 3, and the Padres really gave it to them in Game 3. And the A's White Sox series needed all 3, but the other 6 sweeps, 2-game sweeps. Houston and the Miami Marlins provided the upsets. Both were 6 seeds in their respective leagues, and they advanced. Both top seeds advanced. So, yeah. So, it's going to be a hell of a division series, especially since all 4 division series are divisional matchups. And in the American League, you have Tampa Bay and the Yankees facing off. Here's a fun fact. Entering this year, there were only 3 American League teams who the Yankees hadn't faced in the postseason. The Blue Jays, the White Sox, and the Rays. The Rays are now off that list. That's going to be an interesting series. The Yankees, we owe Tampa Bay an ass whooping, because Tampa gave us our fair share, winning 8 of the 10 meetings this season. The other series, Oakland and Houston. My God. Yep, Houston actually made it, because the Twins, suck. So, we'll see how that series goes. That should be an interesting one, especially since the 2 teams actually brawled early in the season, and there's a lot of bad blood there. Now, the National League, the Padres and Dodgers. That's right, the Dodgers are still alive. Dave Roberts hasn't blown it yet, but he will. Give him time. He always does. And San Diego, well, San Diego looks like they could be that team that shocks the Dodgers, but I don't know. But it should be interesting, especially since Manny Machado's there, an ex-Dodger, and he was there on the he was there during the World Series trips in 17-18. The other series, Miami and Atlanta. That's why Miami is now 7-0 in postseason play, and this is the only rematch of any kind in the division series, because the Marlins and Braves last faced each other in the '97 NLCS, which the Marlins won en route to winning the World Series that year. So, is this really it? Are the Marlins going to do it again? No, it's too early. But I do have my predictions for the division series, and they go as follows: Yankees in 4, A's in 5, Dodgers in 5, and Braves in 4. Those are my predictions. No sweeps, because I don't think the series are that lopsided that it will be sweeps. And the thing is, each LCS will be East versus West, so it's really a callback to the old years between 1969 and 1993. The old school divisional play where there were two divisions in each league, and the winners of the West and the East faced each other for the pennant. Fun times back then. Before I end this video, I have to say there's been a string of passings in the baseball world, but the most damning one obviously is Bob Gibson. Bob's one of those names I learned about reading books. I did read one of the books I read mentioned the '68 World Series, and it mentioned that was his greatest year, a 1.12 ERA. You know how microscopic that is? That is immensely hard to do now. That was immensely hard to do then. This wasn't the dead ball era. In the dead ball era, a 1.12 ERA could be considered high. To have that low of an ERA in the live ball era is fascinating, and Bob Gibson did it. 1.12. Now, strangely, despite that ERA, he didn't win the World Series because Detroit beat him that year, 1968, the final year before they went to divisional play. But Bob was definitely one of the best pitchers in the league, and he in all baseball history, and he will be sorely, sorely missed. So that's my recap of the Wild Card Series. It was, like I said, it was mostly anticlimactic, but it had its moments. And now it all starts. The Division Series starts Monday with the American League games. Now here's the thing: there's a postseason bubble from this point on, because the Wild Card Series played in the home park of the higher seed, the better seed. Just like the Yankees series against Cleveland, that was all in Cleveland. All the games were in that city. So in the American League, it was St. Pete with Tampa Bay, St. Pete, Cleveland, Oakland, and Minneapolis, or St. Paul, one of those two, hosting the American League Wild Card Series. While the National League Wild Card Series were in L.A., Atlanta, Chicago, and San Diego. But from here on out, it's bubbles. It's bubbles. The American League's here in California. The National League is in Texas. Division series are played in different cities. The Yankee series against the Rays is in San Diego. The Houston-Oakland series is in L.A. in Dodger Stadium. Now, how's this for some cruel irony? All I can say about the Astros is they're lucky that there won't be any fans there. As for the Dodgers San Diego series will be in Arlington, and the Marlins Braves series will be in Houston. As for the LCS, I think. As for the LCS, I think I'll find out, but I think the entire ALCS will be played should be played in LA. But I know the NLCS and the World Series will be played in Arlington, Texas. No, I was wrong. The ALCS is actually in San Diego, but the NLCS and the World Series will take place in Arlington. So, but that's the Final Four. The focus now is the Division Series, the best of five Division Series, and that starts Monday. And I will recap the Division Series once it ends. So, but before that, I'll recap Week 4 of the NFL season, whenever that ends, because for obvious reasons, as you've heard, it could end on Tuesday. That is, if that Patriots game isn't postponed any deeper. So I'll recap that next. So with that, I say the Division Series is almost here. So enjoy that and the rest of the postseason.